Aaron Keller talked about future gameplay changes for Overwatch 2. Let's have a look. Hey guys, I'm Dimsies from the Omnic Post. Aaron Keller shared another one of his director takes, the first one after BlizzCon. So he had a lot to share, a lot of different topics, including some gameplay changes, but we'll get to that one at the end. Let's run over all of them. Aaron started his blog with a clarification on the new Clash mode that we are probably getting somewhere in 2024. It seems that people were very concerned about the possible length of these matches, mainly because Aaron kept referring to them as 5 CP and comparing them to 2 CP. They worried that capturing 5 points would take a long time. And it would, but Aaron clarified that that is not necessarily how it works. Sure, if you manage to capture the 3 extra points on top of the 2 that you already own, you win. But as Aaron already clarified at BlizzCon, that is going to be a rare occurrence. The more common way of winning these matches is by hitting the maximum score. See, every time you capture an objective, you score a point. And that could be an objective that you recaptured after you lost it. In any case, if you rack up enough points, you win. How many points that need to be, well, that was still undefined. And something he did not talk about at BlizzCon, or that we all missed, is that there actually also is a timer at work. That will end the match in case it's taking a little too long, all this back and forth. So no need to panic, no need to leave the game if you load into a Clash mode. It's going to be fine. Talking about levers, he also had some extra info on those lever penalties they started doing recently, but more about that in a second. First, Mauga. As I've already mentioned in my previous video, after that test weekend, they noticed that the new tank might need a few buffs. In the blog, Aaron gave some more details on what they're actually planning to do to Mauga. They're replacing some of his health with armor, they're reducing the size of his head's hit volume, increasing the damage reduction on overrun from 30 to 50%, they are increasing the lifesteal on cardiac overdrive, and they're also experimenting with his guns. Those are a lot of changes, and it looks like they're not done yet. So I'm kinda curious to see what we're going to end up with when Season 8 launches on December 5th. But overall, this test weekend worked rather well. And Aaron confirmed that they want to do more of these. And not only to test heroes, but also for other pieces of content, which I personally think is a great idea. Now, about those lever penalties. Since the start of Season 7, people that leave a match in quick play repeatedly will get punished. They get timed out. They can no longer queue up for a certain amount of time, which is a change that has been met with some pushback, especially from the people that tend to leave the matches. Big surprise. I've noticed as much in my comments below my videos. But you know what? Those measures, they're working. In some modes, they've seen the lever number drop by 20%, which is something I noticed myself. I mean, there are still levers, but those carousel matches where basically the whole team is replaced 2 or 3 times throughout a match, yeah, those are gone. So I guess those lever penalties are not going anywhere, which is fine for me. Sorry guys. In general, Blizzard is looking into some gameplay changes. Some of them are experimental and all in hopes of improving the gameplay experience. For instance, they want to change the way how we backfill matches. More specifically, they want to stop throwing players in matches that are about to end. I mean, we've all been there. You load into a game just in time to see the defeat animation, at which point you drop a completely unnecessarily "lol, I just got here" in chat, just to make sure that everybody involved knows that you had nothing to do with this defeat. Good on you. They're also planning improvements to the matchmaking, anti-toxicity, anti-cheat. Aaron also shared that there is a very interesting experiment starting in Season 8, where they will be drastically reducing the spawn times. It took me like 6 times to utter that sentence. Drastically reducing spawn times. With the start of Season 7, we saw the grouped respawn added to the game. If you die within 5 seconds of each other, you will respawn together, which could lead to either a longer or a shorter spawn time. Jared News actually told me on Twitter that the current 5 seconds is a bit of a lenient setting, which made me think that they would extend that window at some point. But if they combine the group respawn with a shorter spawn timer, well, they might not need to, or it might make the problem worse. I think it's kind of hard to predict the outcome of 2 systems like that combining, and that is exactly why they're calling this an experiment. We'll have to wait and see. In any case, let me give you a tip. It's not because you respawn that you need to run in immediately. Soldier, how about you wait for the rest of us? Group up. Anyways, what do you think about all of these changes? Help me out by answering in the comments below. YouTube likes that when you talk to me, and I like it too, so do it. A big thank you to my patrons for their support. You guys are legends. And you too can join the Omnic Post family over on patreon.com/theomnicpost. And by all means, make sure to subscribe. Now, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye bye.